So speaking of customers, you work with really who's who blue chip, global customers. I'm looking at your website, and you kind of have a list of clients here. Pretty amazing. I see, names you've all heard of. Pfizer, a brand. Pick one as an example, maybe Pfizer. What are you doing with them? What's the value you bring? Maybe tell maybe an anecdote or story around that engagement.
Yeah, definitely. So we've been very, very fortunate that a lot of the biggest companies in the world have trusted us to work with us in recent years. And we don't just have kind of one-off relationships. These are long-term relationships that we have with our customers, and it's all built around ensuring that we're given that reassurance, that validation before they go live and after they go live. So I suppose look at Pfizer. I mean that was initially that started off just as a project. They
Mm.
were going through a significant migration within their contact center world, and they were working with one of the world's biggest telcos. And from their perspective, everything was good to go. They were happy with everything. They'd migrated their IVRs. Everything was operational. It was doing exactly as they expected to do. And kind of last minute, they said, "Hey, could you guys roll in behind us and just, run a few samples here? Let's make sure locally in all of these markets, everything is working as expected." Because that's the challenge a lot of multinationals have right now. Locally in each country, there's nobody physically there testing. And
Mm.
if you're generating a call from the US into France or the US into Germany, for example, that's not a local call. And it's taking a very diverse path before it gets to that end destination. So they said, "Hey, look, we've signed off. We're happy with everything. We're about to go live. Any chance you could just have a look at this for us and run a few sample tests?" So we did. And yeah, instantly we started to notice a few little variances between quality, connectivity, validation, calls not traversing the correct way. So locally within the US, from that end perspective, everything looked good. But when we started to test this locally in all those other markets, we are starting to pick up on all these challenges. And like I said, that was a relationship that I guess we kicked off a number of years ago. And we're still working with these large multinationals because what became a project initially then became an ongoing relationship. And for us, we take everything extremely personally. So for us, this is a personal relationship as much as a business relationship. But we've been very fortunate in that once they saw the value in what we were doing, even at a base level, that we were able to put that into more of an ongoing testing environment. And so now, ongoing, we have eyes on 24/7, 365 days of the year in terms of the full Pfizer environment, looking at what their numbers are doing, looking at their connectivity, looking at their validation, looking at their messaging. Because obviously, for large multinationals, the likes of Pfizer, for example, it's imperative that they're given the perfect level of customer experience because when somebody's coming through, especially within the pharma sector, it's generally something potentially critical. And they want to ensure that those lines of communication are up, operational 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year. Because at such a large organization like that, they're very conscious about the impact on their end customers. And we're very conscious about delivering a good service for them so they can deliver that good service for their end customers. So it's all about CX from our level and CX from their level all the way through.